Hello there! Welcome to Cartooning with Paul. Today we're celebrating Star Wars Day by drawing some R2D2. Come along, let's get started. Welcome back to Cartooning with Paul on Star Wars Day. And what better way to celebrate Star Wars Day than by drawing our favorite astromech droid? Do me a favor, while I'm having my blue milk, hit that subscribe button for me. Thank you so much. So we're going to just jump right in here. Now R2 is a common request in my cartooning classes. So when I teach the kids how to draw R2, I liken his body shape to be like a ball sitting inside the top of a soda can. So we've got this circle, and then we go halfway in, and then we follow down that shape into a cylinder. Now, the version of R2 we're going to draw today is a simplistic cartoony version, and it comes from the style of Genndy Tartakovsky's The Clone Wars series that ran on Cartoon Network in between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. So, what we're going to do to start with R2, we're going to want to break down this dome shape. So he's got this band of blue panels that run around the top of his dome. Okay, and let's see, we always separate the very middle with a silver band here, there, and there. Alright, so that'll take care of the top of his dome. Now to separate the rest of this dome, I like to measure it in thirds. So we've got 1/3 here, and 1/3 here, like so. Okay. Now the blue panels will run along the side here like so. We separate those blue panels with that silver metallic dome he has. And we have some on this side too, like so. And then right here we have these two like diode modules. I'm not quite sure what these are called, but they have all these little LED type lights in there. And now from there, what I do is I'm going to draw in the Photoreceptors Framework, like so. And the photoreceptor, or his eye, go in here like this. I'm going to give it some light reflection here. I'm just going to shade that in. Now because it's the cartoon version, this panel, which is usually a rectangle, is an elongated oval. And you get that red-blue light here. And then here is where you have your projector. And he does have the lens right here. Sticks out like that. And now's the time to break down his body. Now his body is made of all these different panels. He has vents, he has arms that come out, but we're going to simplify this into the Tartakovsky version just to keep this nice and simple. I'm going to demonstrate some of the ways that I break down all of the sizing for the panels. And if you want to do a more detailed version, you're more than welcome to grab a photo and add on. Okay, now it's time to break down the body into basic shapes. Like I said, we're going very simplistic on this version, so don't worry, everything's going to be fine. Okay, now when I draw R2, you have to remember all of the different panels and the plates. They fit together in a puzzle. Basically, if you really want to do this as accurately as possible, you break his body down into 5 columns. Okay, so let's see, we've got, I'm just roughly doing this because we're not really going to use all of these methods here today, but I might do a more detailed R2 at a later date. Okay, so we've got 5 even columns, right? The part of his chest with the blue arms, that will take up 3 columns in width, okay? He has his blue panel, it's nothing more than a rectangle right here. And then for the rest of it, we're going to split that in half. And he has these 2 blue arms. That go across here. Now the cartoon version uses more diamonds than those very intricate shapes that he has for his arms. So we're just going to stick with that because I promised you a simplistic R2 today. Alright, and then you just draw the opposite direction on this side, like so. You just want to keep them even. Alright, so that's his upper panel. And now we got to break down to see where his vents go. So we're going to draw in a line down here. And then we're going to take this middle column. I'm going to darken in those lines, and his vents go in here. They're kind of octagon shapes, but it's elongated, right? And then on the inside, draw 3 basic lines. And now the one on top, the vents are horizontal. So, draw it in, now let's draw in 4 lines for this one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we are. Alright, this is all colored blue while the vents are colored in either silver or gray. Okay, and now down here we have a drive down here. And in this version there's nothing more than a cross in the center. And then we have an octagon over here. And on this side we have another vent or something here. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Alright. And now we have a column of buttons over here. And that's all there is to this version of the body. You draw in that tapered shape underneath. And now it's time to draw in the shoulders and the legs here. And I enjoy drawing them from the front angle. For expediency here, we like to make these quick because I'm dropping 5 of these videos today. Okay, just like so. Now, the feet come right about here. This is where they start. Like so. reverse on the other side here. Like so. Alright, now I'm just going to darken in the line so it's easier for you guys to see. Now, if any big Star Wars fans are looking for a fun podcast or radio show to listen to, I want to recommend to you looking up Rebel Force Radio. I've been listening to these guys ever since 2008 and fell in love with this show immediately. These guys are wicked smart when it comes to Star Wars, and their production value is through the roof. These two guys are awesome. It's a nice family-friendly show. I highly recommend it. So guys, tune into Rebel Force Radio on your podcast feed. Okay? It's in iTunes. It's free. Guys, how are you celebrating Star Wars Day? Are you listening to your favorite John Williams score? You listening to Rebel Force Radio on the podcast? Listen to Rebel Force Radio. These guys are amazing. May the 4th be with you, always.